Well, I don't do much publicity unless it's for a movie. You know, right before a movie opens, you have to go promote the film, and you do the publicity then. But I go years without doing profile pieces or interviews, and you quietly just go about your business. So last night had particular resonance for me for several reasons. Number one, my father met my stepmother, Anne, and Anne was my stepmother for 63 years. She passed away a couple of years ago, so I was very close to her. My father met Anne at Cannes. Anne was, originally Belgian, but she was French, and she was a publicist, and she worked here in the festival for a man named Georges Crabin, very well known in public relations in France. And so he first came over here working on a movie and was assigned Anne as his representative, and then they fell in love and spent a lot of years at the festival. And I remember hearing about those stories all the time. And then in my experiences, first being here in 1978, more than 40 plus years ago, with the movie Le Syndrome Chinoise, we had an extraordinary, wonderful time, and Jack Lemmon won Palme d'Or for Best Actor that year. And I was taken by the enthusiasm that the French have for cinema. The joy and the lack of jealousy between countries or American films. They just love cinema like no other country I had ever seen. And so that experience and the combination and the joy of meeting these different cultures, different languages, all connected by a love for film, really stuck with me. Plus the parties were pretty good. The parties were pretty darn good. And so that began my history of coming here at different times, and has encouraged me throughout my career to film around the world. So I enjoy shooting, and I've shot in Japan, I've shot in South Africa, I've shot all over the world. And you work with film crews that you cannot speak the same language, but you understand the language of cinema. And for me, it's a bonding. It's bringing us all together and closer together. And this year, when I felt a very difficult time with the COVID that's restricted our movements for the last 2 or 3 years, and with this terrible war that's going on, that film is one of the few things that brings us all together, that gives us some unity, rather than all the separations that we keep finding with each other. So I'm terribly grateful to Iris and to Terry for this lovely honor that they bestowed upon me, and most importantly, my family is proud of me.